Hello everyone, and welcome.
Hey, it's a podcast.
It's a Voltz War podcast.
Pre-season talk, that's what it should be called.
The pre-season 4 talk. We're gonna go all over the important things, what will be happening in the next war, without, well, spoiling anything. I mean, there's not much to spoil, but yeah, we're going over the main things we're gonna change, and yeah, just new adding things and stuff, all the kinds of points and
This
whatever.
is gonna be a challenge, man, because normally when you're doing sort of entertainment stuff, there's like in gameplay videos, for example, there's a video entertainment side of it, and there's the audio entertainment side of it, and they sort of balance each other out. You know, they support each other. But with the podcast, there's gonna be no video, right? So
No.
every second of our audio has to be pretty good quality, and that's going to be the most challenging thing, I think.
Yeah, well, my just what I'm trying to do is to get the point across and talk about all the important things without screwing up, or I don't know. Let's just get into it.
Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to talk about the new rules that we have in the season. Do you want to mention them first? We have 2 new game changes. All right. So the first new rule that we have is that at least parts of bases must be overground, so they're visible to the enemy players, and we're hoping that's going to increase the amount of fighting in the season. Because
Yeah,
like in the first half of the last season, we all had the right sort of idea. Our bases were slightly overground, slightly underground, and there was a lot of fighting, a lot of base raiding and stuff, and that stuff was exciting. You know, people like it because they get involved in the comments and stuff. But yeah, after that, once everyone started getting blown up and stuff, everyone just moved underground.
yeah, and we didn't see each other for 20 episodes or something. Yeah, that's gonna be the main thing that we're going to change. Just way more action, way more battles, and way less crafting and sitting on a base just waiting it out. Because that's, yeah, well, I got a lot of comments saying that people like season 1 and 2 way more than the third one. And first I was like, how, what? I mean, the third season is like way better quality and shit. But then I realized that, like, for the third war just lacked so much action. I mean, there was way too much sitting around in a base, doing totally nothing. And that's something I really wanna change for the next war.
Yeah, like the only proper action for me, at least, was me when I was doing the tracker prank on you, and I invited you onto spawn with the giant penis above my spawn shop. And that was how I found you. Otherwise, it would have been impossible. And as a reason of, because of that, there was absolutely no fighting in the second half until the marksman storyline began.
Yeah, that was like the turning point, because we realized then that we need to like finish it off. It's getting a little bit boring just sitting around, and with the next season, battles will be way more frequent. Yeah, I'm going to cut out all the crafting for the stuff that already been over in the last seasons, like the basic stuff and some machines that I've like talked about earlier. Just gonna cut that all out, and we're gonna implement way more fighting, definitely.
Yeah, talking about the less crafting thing, I want to come back to that, but for now, I wanted to mention. Okay, I forgot what I was going to talk about, but let's go on to the next new rule that we're going to have, and that is going to be the fact that when there's encounters, and you get killed, you can't teleport to your teammate to keep on fighing. And we're going to have this thing, so you can only teleport back if you want to collect your items and stuff, but you have to remain passive. Do you wanna explain to the people, Ryan, why we've come up with that rule?
Well, if you all remember the wonderful episode 20, I believe, of the third
21.
season. 21. It was called Battlefront, I believe. Racharet knows all about it. But we went to his base, and we started attacking him, and so eventually we died a couple of times, and Jorn or me just teleported back. First of all, because it's like 2,000 meters from spawn, so alright.
Yeah, the reason why I set up my base there was so it would be hard for you to get to me. And when I logged on that time, I saw you guys were online, so I was like, shit, I can't teleport because they'll see my coordinates. So, okay, I guess I'll just, walk there. And as soon as I got near my base, I saw your name tags, and I don't think you expected me to come up from behind you.
No, I didn't even you were offline, and we were like right there, started the recording again, and then
it's like, hey noobs.
Racharet HDS. Oh no, wait, what's your Minecraft name?
HD.
Oh, it is. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah. Anyway, so I flanked them from behind. Anyway, I think Fozzie ran into the forest, and he was like his sort of teleporting point for
He
you
lagged
guys.
out. Well, he crashed actually. I mean,
Yeah,
he
so
couldn't handle it.
I would have killed him too, but you know. So I killed all of you, and then went into my base, but you kept on teleporting back to each other, so I had to kill you at least 4.
Sorry, Skype crashed there. It's being a little bit of an asshole, but where were we? We died, and
We were talking about me owning you several times,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you kept on
yeah.
teleporting back. Right, so I killed you and Yorn a few times at least, okay? And you just kept on teleporting back, right?
Mm.
If that rule was in place, you would have just, you know, lost that battle right then and there. But you kept on going back, and then eventually hypersonic my base, which is fine. You know, that's what the war's about. But the fact that you had to teleport back so many times meant that I could not win that fight because you kept on coming back at me. So that's what we're hoping to reduce with the new rule that we have here.
Yeah, make it a lot more fair. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen anymore. Okay, so those are basically the 2 rules that we're going to add.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll probably find some more new rules that we want to have, and then we'll introduce them to you at the beginning of next season, which will be how long from now, Ryan?
I've got a question a lot. Not this month. That's going to be almost impossible. I was thinking if we get like there's going to be a trailer. If we get the trailer done, and if we get the map done, yeah, there you go. We'll talk about that in a minute. We can start, and that's going to be in about a week or 2, definitely. So it's not going to be April. It's going to be that late, but it's going to be in March somewhere. And I don't know exactly what release date it's going to be on, but we'll see. So that's all I can give you actually. Don't know when it's.
Yeah, coming back to the less crafting. Yeah, we looked at a couple of mod packs that could have the sort of Voltz stuff in it, and it didn't really have the mods that we want, and we didn't really want to switch over mod packs like in the middle of the season to like get new mods, because as we know, that sucks from the transition from Infamy to Infinix. But yeah, we're gonna get a custom mod pack, and we're gonna have like all the mods that we want in there, or loads of cool stuff. And what I did was, well, basically I suggested to Ryan that, you know, we should get a new custom mod pack or something to get like the ideal mods that we want. And he was like, hey, why don't you do it? I was like, oh, what? I was not expecting it to be put on me. Anyway, so I sort of got a few mods together, and in those mods was the Crafting Table 3 mod, which is like sort of special crafting table which detects the items in your inventory and automatically crafts them. And I was hoping that would completely eliminate crafting from the series, which is boring for us to do on camera and boring for the people to watch. But Sam, the marksman, told me that it was a really crappily coded mod, so we couldn't have it in there. So it's a little bit of a shame that we can't have absolutely no crafting. There will inevitably be some, but we're going to try and keep it off camera as much as we can.
Yeah, except for the like new stuff where we haven't shown yet and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna do probably is basically craft all the stuff I want for the episode off camera and then show it on camera, like explore the cool features of it and stuff. So yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, well, we all know that Crafting Table 3 is a buggy piece of shit. I've had some problems with it before. There was nothing with a series or something, but had a server. It was all going great. There was an update, and Crafting Table 3 came in, and everything.
Yeah, wasn't it in Tekkit for a little bit?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it was Tekkit. Back before it was even called Tekkit Classic, it was just the Tekkit. Good times. Anyway,
yeah, and it just crashed a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, I just screwed up, so we had to delete it for the server. Alright, so the next bit, I can actually go to my list, because if I click on it, Skype will stop recording. No, wait, Fraps will stop recording Skype, there you go. So, I posted the list to you, I believe, somewhere.
Did you? Well, I've got my own list, right? Go away.
Alright, you're prepared.
So, Do you want to talk about the new setting for the map, like the new storyline,
like new theme and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we have the theme wasn't really a thing, basically in the last 3 wars. I mean, it was just normal landscapes and just walking around shooting each other. But for this war, we want to do it a little bit different. Want to add a theme and a kind of special story to it, which will not influence the battles at all. Just saying that again. And the main theme is going to be a little bit snowy, ice, and
Is it? I thought it was going to be like foresty and magical stuff.
Well.
Anyway, at this point, we should stress that the storyline will not influence our actions at all. Like, okay, it will a little bit. It's why we're doing the war, but there will be no scripting of events or dialogue or whatever, because we know people don't like that. And people do complain about it sometimes. You know, can't please everybody. But yeah, it's just gonna be in the background. It's gonna be like lore, basically. And do you want to get into the details of it, or do you want me to explain it?
Yeah. Before we do that, you said you thought that. Sorry if I'm a little bit have problems with speaking, but I'm just doing a podcast in a different language. It's a little bit tough. But yeah, you said it was gonna be forests and stuff. Maybe we can do multiple like seasony kind of things. Like the main thing will be ice. And we'll have some forest around it. We'll
yeah, in the middle of the season, we could like world edit the whole map to be snow. That could be pretty cool, actually.
Maybe, but yeah, the details. You mean like the main thing, the main driving point thingy, kind of?
Yeah, I mean, okay, this season we are in Crystal Cove. That is the setting. And do you want to know where I got the idea for that from? Like, I suggested it 2 or 3 months back now. And I was trying to think of a new name for our setting, and I looked at Iron Island. There was that alliteration, I think that's the term for it, where you've got 2 eyes, like they're repeating letters. So I thought, okay, I need to think of landmarks. I thought cave. What could be in a cave? Oh, crystals, like minerals. Okay, so I thought Crystal Cave. But then I thought that's a little bit shit. We don't want major landmarks on the ground somewhere. So I thought Crystal Cove. Now, for those of you who are not very good at geography, a cove is like a sort of arch thing that comes out of a mountain towards a beach. It's like found near the sea somewhere. So we're gonna work around that and do some stuff with that. Do you want to get into like the storyline behind the area? Or
oh yeah, sure. So yeah, the main driving point where we doing the war for now. We might change some stuff up. There are going to be those crystals. They're spread around the whole map. They're going to be a pre-made map with all kinds of landmarks, maybe cities, maybe I don't know, some natural things. And there will be
supplied by Vanimo's Pets.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, they're going to be kind of shards, crystal shards, scattered around the map. And the thing, like, why do they exist? You may ask yourself. Well. We thought that maybe in Crystal Cove, if you collect like all the crystal shards and make the crystal, it will give you like infinite power or something. Yeah, what are we going to do with that?
Yeah, so I had the idea of implementing in capture systems to our series to make it more interesting. And oh yeah, on the topic of capture points, it should like make us come out of our bases a little bit more and engage fighting more in the series. So what there's going to be is there's going to be 13 or so capture points around the area, and they're all going to be like individual landmarks. It may be a castle, it may be some special caves, it may be a village or something, and we're going to have capture points at each of them. And we're going to say that if a team holds that capture point, then they hold the crystal fragment for that area, and for end season sort of thing, we're gonna see who can like capture all the capture points and then like collect all the fragments to gather the crystal rods and gain infinite power or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the capture points thing is something that we wanted to do because we wanted to sort of differentiate from the normal Voltz series you get on YouTube. I mean, we know there are people who just do straight up plain Voltz Wars, like I don't know, what's it called, FML or whatever. So
creative.
So yeah, we're gonna sort of get a series that's slightly more interesting, slightly more complex, more 3D or whatever. There's gonna be more layers to this thing. So that's sort of a unique feature to this series, the capture points thing.
Yes, it's not going to be base versus base. Well, they're going to be bases, of course, but I mean, there are going to be a lot of landmarks where you have to go to, and where you can have fights and and whatnot. It's not just base versus base, but it's actually just
it's not
going
just
to
a
landmarks.
fight to see who's got the bigger missiles or something.
No,
It's gonna be more than that.
it's going to be battles over places, and you can need to get the crystal fragments and that kind of stuff.
By the way, at this point, we should point out that the concept of the capture points is at a very early stage. We haven't got too many ideas for it at this stage, but by the time the series starts, we should have hopefully some better ideas. On
We
what
should
can
have.
do
I mean,
there.
if we start the series without knowing what we're doing, that'll be bad.
Yeah. So right now, the custom pack is being finished, and
Oh, nice.
I've put in all the mods I want, and basically I gave it to Sam, and he's dealing with the sort of technical side of it. So he's writing out the server files and all of that sort of stuff. He's debugging the mod pack to make sure it works cleanly. But there is a lot of mods in there. Trust me. Like, you aren't gonna run out of stuff to do. At least not for at least 50 episodes.
Yeah, well, how many mods are going to be in there? Could you
I
estimate it?
counted, and before Sam started being picky and saying, "Oh, check this out, check that out. I don't like this."
Nice.
There were, I think, there was 75 mods in there,
Yeah, well,
around that area.
another reason why we moved out from Infinix, there were just a shit ton of mods that we didn't even use, and it was also a little bit buggy with, you know, those things you see under your feet.
Yeah,
Those weird block things.
we still have no idea what those are.
Yeah, so we basically wanted to get the mod pack and get all the mods out of that we don't use, and we know we're not going to use them, and just have a way more clean mod pack that we can work on. And the normal Voltz pack has not enough mods that we can experiment with. It's a little bit on the little bit of the what you call it, has not enough mods that we like. And with the new mod pack, we can do a lot more and get more episodes out and stuff.
Yeah. So I see in this list you've also suggested more space action. Now, last season I was the only one who explored Galacticraft at all.
Yeah, well, I did it in season 2, so it was before you, bitch.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Oh, you didn't
So
know
we're
that?
going to go down that route, are we?
Nah, I've got some comments suggesting that we should have some fights in space. I don't know how that's going to work out.
That would be cool, actually. I don't know if you can fire from space station to space station. That would be pretty cool if you could do that. I
Yeah.
doubt you can. Alright, so should we go through the new cast for the season? So obviously it's going to be you and me. But we should talk about the new guys in there, right? The noobs that are coming into this series.
Reg, there are some people that I still don't know if they're going to join. I can give you a list on people that might join. If
So
that's alright.
for now, the confirmed list of people joining is Ryan and Jon,
Yes.
me and Tiger Camo, and Team Noob, Sam, the marksman, and his gaming box friend Jimmy. And we're definitely going to be in the series, but we don't know if anyone else is going to join, from now on until the season starts.
Yeah, so I also got a little list with characters that might join or might not. So people asked for a return of Starkey. Originally, I don't know if you know him. He was from season 2. I don't know if you watched it at all.
No, I don't watch newbie series.
No, you smell. But he was a scientist from the future. Yeah, pretty snazzy, right? People asked if he may make a comeback. I don't know. I haven't contacted him at all since that war, like 5-6 months ago. He might.
Right, he's not going to join your team.
No.
is he?
Don't worry. He's not going to join my team or anything.
He's not going to return along with Fozzie, and you're going to be a 4-man team who's undefeatable.
That'll be a little bit too overpowered, right? No, but he might have something to do in the story, but I haven't contacted him, and I don't know if he wants to do that. But, we'll...
No
get into it later.
scripting, Ryan. Jeez.
Hey,
Dislike.
calm down. It's not gonna influence any battles, Jesus. Just some interesting things. I mean, people like plot twists and stuff, and I don't know. I don't even think he will come back. But yeah, that's just one of the what if characters basically. And I have talked with Jack from Standard Disc if he may make a return, maybe the comic relief of the series. But still don't know about that yet. And who else? Who else? Yeah, Fuzzy is returning. Shit, he is.
Oh,
I talked
well,
about this
there's
before.
a surprise for the fans. I didn't even know that.
No.
No?
Oh shit! I thought I talked about that. I've given some hints about that. He's returning, yeah, but no one knows what he's going to do.
Well, you better have your team ready for action, because I have a few tricks up my sleeve, but I'm not going to reveal them to you, and I'm just going to see how you figure them out as you go along.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out.
Right, what I've also noticed is, as the war gets closer, like, people are talking less and less on Skype with each other, like, about the series. People are getting more secretive. I don't know if you've noticed, but, like, the middle of season, what was it, fucking season 3? We will talk about, like, traps that we've set and stuff like that. We were really open about that kind of stuff. Like, right after Ryan discovered my potato chest, I told him that it was me who did it, and, yeah.
Oh, wow. How could you? Not a potato.
Right, you escaped, like, 3 ingenious traps. How the fuck did you do that?
I would sheer luck, but no. No, we knew they were there. No, actually, it was just luck. I mean, you planted them. After we recorded the part, and like when we moved bases, just before that, you planted that bomb, and I didn't even know about it. I totally didn't, and I didn't see the weird block or something. I didn't even look at it. We were just packing our stuff and just got out of there. And when I got to know that you made a bomb there, I just laughed my ass off, just knowing that it didn't succeed at all.
Like, I felt like Heisenberg going back to his house to collect the ricin when I found out that you guys left your base without even detonating the thing. Like, I had to go back in there and get it back because it was too dangerous to leave behind. But yeah, the new season should be more exciting. It should be darker than ever. It's gonna be good. Don't worry.
It's gonna be real good. Yeah.
Yeah. It might be the best Voltz season out there. We're just putting that out there for now.
Yeah. Just saying. It definitely has the most preparation. I mean, Voltz War 1 was just, hey, Fuzzy, you want to be an enemy? And he was like, yeah. So we just went straight into it. The second season, which had a storyline all through, it was basically all scripted. If everyone could just record at the times I'd like to, then the story will be a lot different. It's funny because I had a story planned out and then people couldn't join me. They were just busy with something, and I had to alter the story all the time. And that's what I really hated about scripting a season, that people just couldn't join, and I had to change it all up. And yeah, well, we're not going to script this time. And I said at the beginning of season 3 that we were not going to script anything, but actually, like, the end was, it wasn't scripted in a way, but we knew that we'll have a fight and stuff. So that's not going to be in the next season, really.
Yeah, the scripting, without terrible voice acting, it doesn't really pay off. But yeah. Anyway, so at the moment, we're both making trailers for the new season, aren't we? We're both making our own, so there should be 2 trailers coming out over the next few weeks or so.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but that's pretty good, Ryan. It's going to be a challenge to beat mine.
You got a sweet-ass template. I don't have anything.
Bro, I made it all myself, okay? There was no template.
I can give you a link to the template if you want, guys.
Nah.
Yeah, I was looking for a template for so long. I couldn't find one. I still don't have one. So
you being so goddamn picky. There was like 100 where I.
Yeah, but you can call me.
Sent you.
This is no arrogance or something. You can call me a perfectionist. I wanted everything that I do to be perfect, basically.
Oh, like the fucking Christmas song. Look at that.
Yeah, okay, that was an exception. I don't want to think about that thing anymore, please.
I redid that thing like 3 times. He was like, no, it's going to be perfect. Then he squeezes off. Anyway, so final thing to talk about before we end the video is, Ryan, we're currently doing a battle. Well, we're going to be doing a battleship video, aren't we?
Yes.
Like to cure the what's it called? The Voltz mid-season, like between seasons.
Yeah, just a little fun battle.
if you're missing the sort of action between us. And we had this idea for like 3 weeks. I realized that I could do it with like conventional missiles and ICBM. Then guess what? Fucking FND beat us to it by like 2 days. I don't know if Ryan's computer is bugged
my computer's
with a
probably
virus.
bugged or something. They just know everything. What?
Yeah, they're listening into our ideas. Don't watch them, watch us.
Yeah, man. When I saw that they released that video, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" The same
Rage mode.
The same with the finale of the season 3. I mean, so many people were asking, "Oh, you're going to do the next war together or something?" It was the biggest coincidence ever.
Yeah, like, I don't know how long their series is, but for us to like release that on the same day, the chances were almost zero.
Yeah.
And somehow sort of happened, there were a few conspiracy theories that we sort of joined series or whatever.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're not going to be doing that.
Nah.
Pros only for Voltz War Season 4. So yeah, do you want to wrap it up around there? Or, you know?
Yeah, I think we've been over everything. Again, apologies for me stumbling over my words. It's a little bit tough to improvise all the words in different language and that shit. Racharet, good job. You don't have that problem. Lucky son of a bitch. But I think we went over everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so the main points are there's going to be no scripting. We're on Crystal Cove. There's going to be power crystals, which are going to be an interesting part of the series.
Mm-hmm.
And basically going to be overground, and things are going to be much more exciting. And hopefully in a few weeks, we should be up and running with the mod pack. We should have the map ready to be built. I have a new idea for an epic, even bigger town hall than the previous one.
Oh, so
once
great.
we have that all ready, yeah, once all that's ready, we'll just go with it, I guess. And,
yeah, I guess so. We just go straight into it. Just fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, guys,
it's gonna be pretty good.
We'll see you later in Voltz War 4.
Or actually, not in Voltz War 4, in our little
In
battleship.
Battleship.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
We're gonna record that now.
No.
No. God damn it.
Well, thank you all for watching. I hope this cleared some stuff up for you, and hope you're even more excited for the next war, because I am. I mean, when I watch those
keep leaving suggestions. We're still reading all the comments, so if you want to improve the new season, leave a comment with a good idea, and then we'll consider it. But don't just leave a comment like season 3 sucked, because that's just no help. You're just being a retard by doing that.
Yeah, no, I just saw some comments. Some say like season 1 through 3 and stuff, they're all good, and I'm like, that's awesome to say, but that doesn't help me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
so constructive criticism, people.
Yeah, constructive. That you don't see that very often anymore. Too bad. But
anyway,
yeah, let's just quit right here. Let's
wrap it up.
Yeah. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.